people think of bees, they tend to think of honeybees. Social clusters of insects that give us sweet, sweet honey. Yes, but the reality is there's actually hundreds of other species of bees. We tend to call them native or wild bees. Bumblebees are an example of a wild bee species that also lives socially like honeybees. Within their nests, they collect pollen and nectar and raise their broods similar to honeybees. Other species of bees besides the honeybee are extremely important for our ecosystem because they perform pollination services as well. Each species of wild bee is extremely important because they have a special niche or job within the ecosystem. Certain wild bees, especially bumblebees, will actually forage really early in the morning when it's still cold, when honeybees wouldn't forage. Bees are also specialized to forage on certain types of flowers because they can get into the smaller flower petals, or like bumblebees, they're strong enough to open up the flower petals. We can see how different sizes and shapes of wild bees is very important for pollination of our flowers. Here's an example of leafcutter bees. They take off a piece of leaf and use it for their nesting material. These are solitary bees and they live in a single cavity. Within this dwelling, they will lay their egg on a ball of pollen that they've collected from flowers. That egg will develop into a larva, consume the pollen, and crawl its way out of the cavity. These solitary bees will lay multiple eggs within these tunnels. As you can see, they then cap off the ends of the tunnel with whatever material they are used to harvesting, in this case, leaves. Cavity-dwelling native bees will utilize holes in wood, expired stems from plants, as well as holes in the ground. Here, we've created an artificial nesting site for native bees so we can observe them in their different species and behavior. Most native bees, however, live in holes in the ground, so leave bare soil for the majority of nesting bees. There are over 4,000 species of native bees in the United States, including 20 species of bumblebees in Nebraska. They come in all shapes and sizes, as we've seen, and the important thing you can do to help all species of bees is provide a variety of flowers that have various bloom times. Also, it really helps to not spray what you might perceive as weeds because the bees see it as food, gathering pollen and nectar. Thanks for watching.